And then... She's the first of a group to notice me, followed by... A long time no see. A feline smile curves across her face as her amity partner pushes a wheelchair towards me. And what are you three scheming today? We're not scheming anything. I just came to borrow a book. Me too. As above. I laugh at her perfectly coordinated answers. I'm glad though. What are you glad about? But you're smiling again. We exchange faint smiles. After all, she's the one I talked it over with. So you're able to make your choice. Yes. Thanks to you. Hey, quit having some serious heart-to-hearts over my head. What's going on? Is this cheating? Are you jealous, Erika? I'm not jealous, I'm confused. And look at our beloved Prez, looks totally flabbergasted. She cheating? Yagaki-san, you're low, You've got it backwards. Why would you put I'm the one cheating? A small cough from the direction of a librarian's desk in response to Yagaki-san's flare-up. Rika-san puts her finger to her lips and shushes us. I was teasing you just now, Yagaki-san. Pops her chest out, so maybe in a braid stand proud. Damn, I can't believe Prez got one over me. I'll never live this down. What? Never? You never had a name, am I Takisaki-san? No, you're Nick's vice president of the Council of Nicaea after all. You can find monotone response. Don't avoid my eyes. I know really seem three of them hanging out together, but they form a perfect combo. I should have chatted with them all sooner. Rika-kun. Yes? What is this? After Noel, we'll retire from our post and it'll be up to your generation to leave the academy as members of a council. I know that. I'm taking over from Kamikade-senpai will be no easy task, but I'll give it a my all. She practically glows as she delivers this candid vow. Rika-kun, could I ask you a question? Once winter has passed, the storm is going to come rolling in. It could knock Suoh down. Will you be able to support her through the gales? Of course. Do you swear to God? Completely undaunted, she responds with a brilliant smile. I am Suoh-san's amity. Is that so? She had a solid tree like Rika-kun to shelter against, but maybe it's fine to pass it on to her. Oh, and since you're a lot to Suoh-san, we'll be ready to help too, right, Erika? Not sure, what's all about Yatsuhiro-senpai? You're not dying, are you? Hey! No, I'm not sick or anything, I just want to make certain. Yagaki-kun now has a crafty cat-like eyes. Eyes that, like mine, could appear inside other people's interiors. You're hiding something, aren't you? Nope, I'm proud to report that I've never once in my life told a lie or a joke. That's totally something Erika would say. The sound of Takisaki-san's laughter draws a gaze away from mine for a moment. Taking an opportunity, I slip my arm around Rika-kun's waist and pull her towards me. Huh? I have a favour to ask of you, Rika-kun. What is it? I want you to deliver a message to Suoh-kun. The day I prepared for myself, when I'll finally face up to Suoh Suihane, is a day of renewal celebrations. And a pure and guileless Rika-kun passing on my message by summons to a new leader of Iznik. From my seat at my desk, I gaze out of a window. The sky is hidden by grey leaden clouds, that promise a rain or snow. Wonder if you like Christmas? Sounds too good to be true. I direct a cynical smile up to the sky, patterning grey and madder red. Like you can't pick one or the other, just like me. That's not true. Right now, I... A knock at a door interrupts my thoughts, and I call to a knocker to enter. And so she does without a word. The first year, I was in charge of decorating the dining hall, right? You finished already? Each year, a group is in charge of a different aspect of normal preparations. She walks towards my desk without answering. The type of time she came to see me was languishing in bed, having lost her will to do anything. No. Peering into the room behind her eyes has ascertained that she's not now the same ghostly creature I encountered back then. Her eyes now in return, like she's scrutinising an optical illusion. I don't see anything resembling defeat in them. Did your family celebrate Christmas? I'm guessing not. Why, you lived with your grandfather, and I imagine it's quite traditionally Japanese. Getting up from my seat, ask if she likes some coffee. Of course I get no response. Looks like you're not going to speak to me if there's about the goddess of truth, huh? I've hit her in a weak spot, and her demeanour softens so slightly. You're going to keep your promise? Spreading my arms wide, I tell it's because Rika-kun remonstrated with me. Oh, Rika-san? Did you tell her about the goddess of truth? Not a word. I cut her off and she brushed her finger across her lip. It's a sign which is weakening. I think highly of you, but also Rika-kun. She's pretty amazing. Yes. I don't deserve her as amity partner. Nodding, I turn my gaze around to the leaden skies again as I continue. You know, I keep learning lessons from the people around you. I learned courage from Yaegaki-kun, resolve from Takasaki-kun. Love and affection from the Sasakis. Rika-kun taught me the virtue of trusting someone without caveats. Internally, I had from her, I learned how not to lose my heart. All of emotions delivered to my hollow heart, just like in the wonderful Wizard of Oz. To be honest, when I made that promise to you, I didn't actually want to tell you a thing that could lead to a goddess of truth. Why is that? To most people, it would be a silly, meaningless phrase. But for someone smart as you, it would lead you to peer into the darkness of the heart of the Academy. The air in the room feels heavy, almost solid as I feel like I can hear a distant rumble of thunder. And when you take that clue and go looking, you'll get hurt. I don't care. I do. Why? Thinking my feline friend. To speak in terms Yaegaki-kun might use, don't ask stupid questions. It's because I think of you as a friend. Friend? And I don't want to see my friend get hurt. She bites her lower lip, the word friend clearly affecting her emotional state. Suoh-kun came to her school out of a desire for friendship. She can't easily cut ties with anyone who used that word with her. Looking at her in a room, I can see her emotional turmoil represented by ominous clouds on the distant horizon. But, after speaking with Rika-kun, I decided to reconsider. She looks at me blankly. Because she? And all of your friends will support you if it looks like you're about to fall, won't they? They will. A good answer. The clouds behind her eyes vanish, like we've been blown away by a strong gust of wind. Smiling slightly, I pull a file from my desk drawer. What's that? One of the almanacs has been passed down continuously from one president of a council of Nicaea to the next. We record all the events the council runs each year, as well as any noteworthy incidents. In there, I'll find the beginnings of what came to be known as the Seven Mysteries. Her face lights up. She says it must be the key to the Goddess of Truth mystery, but I shake my head. But then, this almanac may indeed prove to be a clue that will bring you closer to unravelling certain mysteries. However, it doesn't contain the words passed to the President. The words of succession. As she narrows her eyes at me, I still myself and open the file to show the torn page. I'm about to tell you the name. That name is written here. A detestable name. I walk over to her. If it's Mayuri Kosaka you seek, you'll have to approach the Goddess of Truth. And the key to arriving the Goddess is a tulpa of agape. Agape? The selfless love taught in Christianity. Yes. The boundless love spoken of in Christian theology. Or maybe you can call it eternal love. She seems a little bewildered by religious phrasing. The tulpa of agape is a long forgotten first mystery of the Seven Mysteries. The first of the seven? You mean? Recite the names of the Seven Mysteries that have always been revealed. The shapeshifter of the dorms. Wandering Wendigo of the woods. The Goddess of Truth. Bloody Mary. The Green Hookman. The Werewolf of the Bell Tower. And lastly, the first of the Seven Mysteries. The tulpa of agape. She intones the name like she's carving it into some deep part of herself. I say to her, as the previous president once said to me, did you know Suoh-kun? The statue of Virgin Mary shows her stepping on a snake. Snakes represent evil. Take the tulpa to be a snake beneath the Virgin Mary's feet. That's what the previous president told me. It's hard for me to pull myself away from the wonderful scent emanating from her, but I do, and look at her in the eye as she stands there stiffly. The tulpa of agape, the snake. Her brain is whirring. She tries to glean something from the knowledge that's passed on to her. I want to give my wonderful underclassman who's helped me so many times one final parting gift. My own kind of thanks. Suoh-kun. Yeah. This is a farewell gift from out of concern to you. I'm going to tell you a bit of intel I got from an incident I investigated a year ago. An incident from a year ago? This is another key, like the words of succession. She probably hadn't expected any further hints besides the words of succession. But I sparkle for a moment, then expression grows serious. That girl. For a while, I continued staring at the door for which she left. The room still bears a faint impression of Suoh Shirahane. She listened to my last key, her bewilderment solidifying into a clear, targeted motive. Did I do the right thing? I resolved to give all the keys I gave myself, but at the same time I knew they would lead her closer to danger. The snake, which I once encountered myself, shows no mercy to those who approach it. Nevertheless, I've made my choice. Still sensing a scent near me, her presence, I walk over to the window. The sky is still grey, but as I stare out of it I notice the little white flakes fluttering down. It started snowing. Gazing out at the snowflakes as they gradually grow in number, I pray. Lord, I pray, bestow your divine protection on Suoh Shuhane as she walks his path. Amen. At Christmas Mass. Dressed in our choral garb, we finish singing our hymn in celebration of the birth of Christ. A wave of applause sweeps the chapel. Our audience beams at us, result of all the training we've put forth into this day. In preparation for our final piece, I step forward, as does Nemene. But Tota Pulchra Es is the last song we'll sing. Whilst the hymn that celebrates the Virgin Mary, I can't help but feel a sense of irony in it, given what I revealed earlier about the goddess of truth in his Nick. It stopped my lips from curving into a cynical smile. Looking into Nemene standing beside me, her also dressed in a choir outfit, I'm able to regain my composure. Catching my eye, Neri smiles slightly when signals our accompanist. Prelude begun solemnly. For a while I just listen to music as I feel the breathing of a girl next to me. I can't get lost in the music and forget while I'm here. Lifting my head, I study my own breathing. Now, let us begin. Rikishan showed me the virtue of believing in people, and Suoh-kun taught me not to lose heart. When for them, my life here at the Academy would probably become dry and colourless. Our tryst played out in secret, like we were kids playing house. Those indelible memories will forever remain warm in my heart. I'm pretty glad I met them. My first friend and my first love. Her truth and mine may have been different, but at the end of the day, that's not a real obstacle. The song I offer to the Virgin Mary is filled with gratitude towards all of them, as well as my love for the one beside me. As the final note resonates throughout the hall, a wave of applause washes over us. Thank you. Bowing my head to them, I slightly send out gratitude. As the applause continues to rain down, we all bow in return. As does a beautiful creature on stage with me. Tota Pulchra Es. You are completely beautiful. Yes, this is the name of the hymn says. Neri. Taking a woolly hand in mine, I lean and bring my lips to her ear. I have a request, even as snow falls around me. I don't think cold as I make my way through a forest. As I tread through virgin snow, I think of a Christmas party that must now be in full swing. The elaborate European-style decorations adorning the dining room, the spread of food laboured over by the cooking club. If only I could add a bit more chicken and eggnog. Memory of a delicious seasonal fare that only comes around once a year brings a vile smile to my lips. The Sasaki sisters and Suoh had cooked and served it. The cake had been a little too sweet, but the same could be said for any joyous day-to-day life. Should have got a snap of them out with Santa Claus outfits. To really get into the spirit of things, they'd all changed and red Santa outfits. Skirted versions, although not short enough to be risque. Besides, the Suoh was quite stimulating enough, obviously. There's something tempting about Yagaki-kun too. The girl's got great legs. Wouldn't want to anger Rika-kun or Takisaki-kun. Imagine capturing the two beauties on camera. Just picture other halves glaring at me too. I can also see Sister Basket hiding her smile behind her hand, and the Sasaki sisters pestering me to take their photo as well. A precious life I want to protect, however. Simply protecting it isn't enough. Coming to a stop, I stare up through a thickly falling snow. The life I built here at the Academy is quite irreplaceable. I've done the mask and have worked my hardest, all to secure a place for myself, a place I could be with Neri. Result, I found myself a little place of position present to the Council of Nicaea. All of the council members were kind, good people. Son of my calm Neri and I were both able to relax. I thought that was all I needed. The only threat was a change. It required considerable effort to maintain the status quo. But when I think of her, the girl who's changed herself to push the way forward, I'd be lying if she said it hadn't affected me in all of our 4 fight years about her feelings. Which is why I'm doing something really dumb. At the end of the final hymn of chapel, I leaned into her and said to her, "Accept my feelings. Come to the entrance of a secret lake at 9 PM tonight." Thinking back on Neri's bewildering expression, I smiled I smiled to myself. For Neri, accepting my feelings would mean giving up on everything. Abandoning her faith would amount to discarding my entire identity. She has to renounce all the years she dedicated to it, turn her back on the teachings of her father she looks up to. I have no right to force her hand. The cold snow falls onto my upturned face as I wait for Neri Kamikado. Putting my watch in my bag I brought along, I check the time. Well, it's not like I should have expected anything else. The hands have already passed 9:30. Even without this undeniable record of passage of time, I knew from the layer of snow building over my cardigan just how long it had been. Somehow, I hadn't noticed the cold before, but an icy chill creeps through the soles of my feet, crawling over my thighs, sending a shudder down my spine. Tracing a finger down my cheek, I find it as cold as ice, but I don't want to go. My frozen legs don't feel like carrying me back to the dorms. Because of my mind's eye, I'm watching Neri Kamikado as she was when we were young. When Neri brought me out of my shell. I'll never forget the way she held out her hand to me when she taught me the handshake of friendship. You gave me salvation. The classroom with everyone smiling and laughing around me. Only I didn't belong. The tears spoke to me. The wonderful Wizard of Oz, while it was only the most tenuous of connections, I'm so grateful it proved to be the impetus for our friendship. Neri, will you not come to save me again? I gaze out the path through the woods. No silhouette appears throughout the snow. feeling like they don't belong to me. I lift my frozen feet. My memories of our childhood in my heart. I click the heels of my silver slippers together 3 times. That was a bit of a big downer there at the end. Such an emotional roller coaster towards the end of that story. Oh well. That has been Flowers, the volumes Automne. It's been one hell of a ride. And sadly, the next game, Flowers, Le Volume sur Automne, is not out yet. And it's not due to be out when this recording ends either. I expect it's going to be released sometime next year, since these games have been released about 2 years apart. Green Tempest was released in 2016. Net was released in 2018. This game was actually released in 2020. So I'm expecting the final volume to be released next year. That does mean I've got to wait a year for it. Find something to fill the gap. For all those people who just seen on my screen there, be sure to give them all your thanks, all your love. Enjoy this series. It's definitely worth picking up a game. All the games on Steam, or through your favourite platform. I think Jail is selling it themselves. I think that is the end of the game. End of this chapter of the game, anyway. Or is it? I kept you waiting, Yuzuriha. I slowly lifted my head to the sound of a faint voice. A voice that echoes like the distant sound of a secret festival. Nerine? Amidst the billowing snow, her cheeks growing red, stands Nerine Kamikado. I'm just seeing what I want to see. I can't help but stretch my hands out towards the phantom, towards my beloved best friend. Yuzuriha? The hand in mine is warm, gentle, but quickly dispelling the illusion. She's really here. What are you doing here? I promise you, if you clicked your heels 3 times, I'd come. Remember? As she speaks, I see both a little girl with braided hair from her past and a grown woman of present. The 2 images blend together, and I whisper that I do remember. Special promise we made to each other. She reaches out to touch my cheek. Her fingers tremble slightly from the shock of her cold, but continue to gently caress my skin as food goes to melt the ice. My frozen heart is melting too. I'm so happy you came, but being with me means I'm ready to give it all up. The angel before me smiles and holds up a bulging bag. I'm ready to be with you, in sickness and in health. Hot tears well up in my eyes, spill out to fall down my cheeks. Nerone feels the same way. I abandoned my faith. I'll abandon this school and give it all up. So all what's left of me is me and you. Seeing her smiling softly at me. I feel like I'd have died right now and go be completely happy. Unable to contain the emotion swelling in my chest, I wrap my arms around her and her waist. Her body is slight, but soft and warm. The scent of Lily Valley envelops us. Nerone, I love you. I love you so much. I love you too, more than anything and anyone. She closed her eyes and we press ourselves together, like we try and transmit all the emotions we've felt since the day we met. For months and years dissolved together in the heat of our lips, mingling into an inseparable whole. I said her eyes open and lock onto mine. Absolutely euphoric, I reach for her again. You're so needy, Yuzuriha. I spy my rubbing the tip of my nose against hers. Let's go, Neri, together. Yes. So long as we're together, I'm not afraid of anything. There's only one emotion shining in the girl's eyes as they gaze at one another. Love. Love that shines bright and perfect like the full moon. Hand in hand, Yuzuriha Yatsushiro and Nerone Kamikado set off together. Very unmarred, white snows beyond the wall. And Yuzuriha Yatsushiro prays to God from the heart for the very first time. Knowing that no matter what hardships await them, she'll never let go of his hand again. I think that is the end. As the cool colours of autumn fade to grey, and the winter snow starts to dance in the sky. Two girls will awaken to true love. Flowers will tell the two girls who grow with the season. Finn. Say which ending I got there. True end. Nice. Some nice gallery pictures. How many of these pictures are actually used as I definitely used that one as a thumbnail, which apparently got kicked off YouTube. Had to change it for a different one. Anyway, this has been Flowers, the volume sur Automne. Don't know what's going to come up next on this day. I say thank you very much for sitting with me throughout all this. And no idea when I'm going to start recording the next one. You do keep an eye on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Fudce. I play Ring Fit every day and play other games from time to time. I'm sure you'll find it there. Until then, thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.